My name is Andrej, and I'm the CEO of Outfit7. I'm not the founder. I joined the company as an advisor in the first month, and then we launched Talk and Tom together, and we were pretty shocked by the success that we've got. We never expected anything like that. Honestly, it was an experiment, just like Dave's. All of those fast projects. Ours was like 2 months sprint project. And then after we've launched, we saw that something major is going on. We were really blown away. And then we took one step back and really thought about what it all means and what's going on. So the question for you is like, what is going on? My presentation is going to be a little bit different than Dave's. It's going to be more high level, and I'm going to allow more time for Q&A. I want to learn from you as much as you want to learn from me. And what's going on is really that for the first time we're seeing a major change in paradigm, like in computing in general, and content distribution and content consumption. And what it means is that we're going to probably see, I think, a computing revolution over again, where we're going to see companies like ours and other companies here that are going to reinvent the industries. Not only gaming, we're talking about gaming today, but healthcare, education, and so on. And we're pretty fortunate to be right now living in a time where we've seen this major paradigm shift. But what is really going on is something else. What's really going on is that we are growing up with a very different platform, very different experience of using these devices, and especially kids are engaging in these devices in a way that we've never seen before. I have 2 kids myself. I'm the father of 2 boys, aged 2 and 5, and they like to play with me with some of these apps, and we like to learn together. But what they really like more than this is they like to have these devices for themselves. They think they belong to them. They own them, they claim them, they want to sleep with them, they want to eat with them, they want to go to the toilet together with them. It's theirs. I mean, it's not ours. And we're trying, as parents, we're trying to hide them as far away as possible, but it's pretty hard. And because they learn all the tricks, they know how to climb. My youngest son is 2 years old, and he can climb. They're pretty dangerous, actually. So I'm not trying to hide the iPad away from here, like in terms of height, but underneath somewhere. It's getting dangerous as he tries to climb something. He actually fall down once, and it's very, very personal. So this is not my son. I just found it on Flickr. It's one day my youngest son he didn't want to go to bed, and we asked him why, and he doesn't talk yet, but he said, meow meow. Meow meow means, of course, this guy. And I said, okay, so let's go to bed. It's pretty late. It was 11 p.m. We're gonna take the iPod. He has an iPod with you, but we're gonna shut it down. He's like, okay, it's fine. He just has to sleep next to me, right? We're talking about virtual pets. And we're very excited about what this means, and what we're trying to do as a company. We're trying to leverage this transformation of media and create iconic characters that not only you, but especially your kids are going to grow up with. If you think about our generation, and to us, a bird, a cat, a dog, a frog means other iconic characters, then it means today to the existing generation, and what it will mean to the young generation in the future. It's more than just a toy. It's a consumption media device, as I said. It's an educational device and so on. And once you start to get, in very, very efficient distribution channels, coupled with the most gorgeous consumption devices, as we've all, have experienced Apple and Android. They're really enabling us to consume this content in a very efficient way, and also to discover it in a very efficient way. Then all of a sudden, if you ask people like, what's the most popular bird today in the world, the answer would be Angry Bird, right? Nobody knows about that bird on the left, right? What's the most popular cat in the world? I hope the answer is going to be Talking Tom, right? And really, this is what we're trying to do. So we're trying to create iconic characters, and then the question is how we're going to exploit these characters. And this is a very different question. It's a question of a business model. But what we're trying to do is really create characters that people connect emotionally with, that can penetrate their life in a variety of ways. That can be fun, educational. They can bring parents and kids together. They can, transcend just the mobile platform and live in other spaces like social media and licensing and toys and in a real world, what have you. And this is something that other companies have done before. And it took them many, many years. It took Barbie doll 50 or more years to get to the first billion unit sales. I think we'll get there in 5 or less, right? So how it was, it started 1 year ago. We're going to celebrate our first birthday in a couple of weeks. I'm sure you read about the story, but just to make it very short, we didn't want to do a game. It's not in our DNA. We're not gamers. We wanted to do something that will appeal to kids and adults alike, which is actually pretty challenging, which is very few people have been able to do that. Companies like Pixar, you enjoy the movie as well as kids do. We wanted to do something like that. And we wanted to do something that doesn't require any tutorial. Games have tutorials, and you have to point the arrow to this, to that. But it's something that is instant, that people connect with immediately, and they engage with immediately. For a couple of reasons. One, we don't like complex interfaces. Most of our team background is search engines, and we understand what it takes to create a compelling experience and that is delivers the results as fast as possible. But also, if you think about this device is not just a gaming device. It's much more than that. It's a phone. It's an email. It's your email. It's your calendar. It's your heartbeat monitor. It's your it's your many things, right? And therefore, you have a very tough job to engage the user, and you get a few seconds to engage him, right? Your worst enemy is the home button, right? And the average user today has 80 apps, so you better do a really good job in engaging the user in the first second, right? And then you maybe have a chance for him to invest some more time, and then you can go on and on and on, right? So we wanted to do something that's based on voice, because voice is the most intuitive UI, and it works across different languages, and it's instant. And we wanted to do something that's based on a character, because characters, our thesis was, if we were to be successful, then we're going to acquire a lot of users, then our users are going to play whatever app it is going to be, and if it is a character, then we have a better, pretty good chance that some of them will connect emotionally with the character. And from there, we can take it to some other place. So we didn't have an artist on the team at the time. There's a bunch of places online where you can buy 3D models. We went to one of them and we did a research, went through thousands of characters, and we bought a cat for $60. And then we bought other characters too for $60. And then we launched Talking Tom. We did a lot of animation and character development. We wanted to design, the model itself wasn't a character yet. We have to give him a name. We have to do some character development and so on, and integrate animations and think about interaction and launch the app. And then after we've reached a couple of million downloads, then we went back online, like, who is this guy that created the cat? We have to find the guy. First of all, he has to stop selling this character online. And second of all, we want to hire the guy. He's obviously a very talented artist. And it took me a couple of emails, 2 months of work, and then finally, a friend of mine, we knew that he's going to be somewhere in Eastern Europe. I'm from Slovenia, but it was pure coincidence. A friend of mine told me this guy actually is somewhere in Russia. He's based in Ukraine, and he's working for the Russian Hollywood industry, making good money, and he's like not a public person, and he doesn't want to talk to anyone. I said, okay, but how do I get to him? I really desperate to get to him. I'm going to give you 2 iPads if you can help me finding this guy. And he said, okay, there's only one way, really. I said, which one? It was like 3 letters. I said, oh no, KGB, right? He said, yes. Okay. So yeah, this is the last resort. Let's try to talk to these guys. I mean, he said, no. You need to talk. I'll talk to them. And I said, okay, great. Do whatever you need to do. And tomorrow let you know if they can help you or not. I said, okay, fine. I mean, I had nothing else to lose, right? So the next day I get a full report where this guy is, his emails. We already been in touch with him. He's waiting for a call. So, all right, let's put an offer together. Stock option plan. Hired the guy. So he's working for us full time right now, and he's developed other characters as well. The recent one is redesign. We redesigned Talking Tom from scratch. We spent a couple of months working on the new Talking Tom. It's much better rig, beautiful fur, great animations, just it's a new character. I think he did a pretty good job at it. And so today, 1 year later, we've got a few more downloads, and we have a rooster of characters. So I think I explained the story. Well, we started with voice as the simplest UI. We're proven virtual pet genre. People connect emotionally with these characters, and most importantly, what we wanted to get them to do is we wanted to create their stories. I think for the first time, really, what we did, we didn't plan really to do that, but we like to say that we revolutionize storytelling. People are sharing and creating their stories through characters that we have created for them, but it's about their message, their story, and they're sharing them with whoever they want to share. And there's 500 or more thousands videos that are shared every month through one of these characters. And I just want to show you, so one guy, and it's pretty viral, so we never spend money really on advertising. It's crazy, right?